Yo, thrifting nerds, what's good? Alright, listen. I was at work this morning and I was on the marketplace like I am every morning. And I saw a guy post something 5 minutes ago that I hopped all over and I scored. It was a guy about 20 minutes away from me. I'm in Destin, Florida. I do a lot of thrifting, like you guys probably know, and try to flip on eBay and other sites like that. Anyway, this is what I got. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to flip this around. You can't even really tell what's in there really, but it's probably, if I piece it out, around 500 worth. There's a Super Nintendo, a regular Nintendo, an N64, all the controllers, all the hookups, and some really banger games. He was asking 150. I offered him 170 right away and said, can you please hold on to it for me? I'm gonna be out of work at 1 o'clock. And he did. So just the games alone. We got Donkey Kong 64, Zelda, 007, Donkey Kong on the Super Nintendo. We have a sealed N64 game. I'm gonna have to look up some of the NES games because I don't know those as well, but I see a couple in there that I know are at least $5 or $10 bills. So when I get everything listed, I'll do a little recap and see what I made off it. But 170 for this haul, and it was so close. After I saw it, I was the first to respond to him, and after that I saw so many comments. I was terrified it was gonna go, and all his buddies started commenting on there saying like, hey brother, you're not charging enough. And he wasn't, you know, that's why I wasn't mad about offering him an extra 20 bucks, but I was terrified he was gonna listen to one of his friends and start looking this shit up and say, you know, I'm not selling this stuff for what I'm selling for. So, okay, good score. Keep thrifting. Peace. All right, TNs, thrifting nerds. A little abbreviation, no big deal. Okay, I got back. I sorted everything out. I did throw a lot of this stuff up already, all like the big hitters. Didn't know a lot of the stuff I had, and it was a good surprise. Let me show you what I have. Okay. We've got a Super Nintendo, Mortal Kombat 2, we got 2 of those, an N64, both controllers, all the hookups, on the Super Nintendo, 2 controllers, a Zapper gun, NES, tested out all the systems, everything works. I knew some of the video games. I'm somewhat okay with that. I follow a lot of the YouTube channels, not even about selling, just video game enthusiasts. Like the Zeldas on N64, the 007s, that's easy to know. The Donkey Kong 64. The one I was kind of curious about, check this out. This is No Mercy N64 sealed. I know that anything sealed is usually good. So the No Mercy's out of box, just cartridge, we're going, even those were going decent amount, like $10, $15. I saw sales of this going on eBay on the high end. You can't judge the high end, but on the high end for $200. So I listed it at the average was probably like around 100. I listed for 90. I do kind of want to get rid of this stuff, and I think that'll be a price that will get rid of it, you know, in a week, 2 weeks, tops 3 weeks. I know this stuff will go fast, which I'm really glad, because a lot of the other stuff I've been thrifting and trying to sell does sometimes sit for a month, you know, 6 weeks, which isn't ideal, but that's kind of the game, I guess. So what else did I find? That's definitely the big exciting one. I have a Zelda NES, a Super Mario. I have to figure out how to fucking do this. I have a Zelda, Super Mario 3, Ninja Turtles, $10 bill. These 2 are like $15 bills. This one maybe a little bit more. This was a surprise. I looked them all up. This one's going for like 40, And I kind of thought that. I remember hearing Lemmings. I thought it was Super Nintendo was the expensive one. But this one here, you know, that's going to be at least a $20 bill. Bart, maybe $5-10. And then Mega Man 2, that's decent too, like $10 bill, $15 bill. Ken Griffey, sports games never that good. Mortal Kombat 2, $10. I'm going to include one of those. I have 2 of these. I'm going to sell one separately, and then I've been trying to think about how I want to do the systems. Do I sell the systems just alone, or do I kind of bundle them up? I'm thinking doing the gun, the controllers, the system, the cables, and then the Duck Hunt Mario, and maybe even Mario 3. I don't know. See how much I get, if I get any offers for the Mario 3 separate. And then with this, I think I'm going to put some of the random games, some of the crappier games, a sport game, Turok, that's like a $5 or $10 game, $5 game, $5 game, $5 game, $5 game. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. N64 seems clean. This controller is awesome. The sticks, super erect, no floppage, if you know what I mean. This one not so much. I'll put that in the sale. I'm sure that will hurt the price, but whatever. So yeah, man, I think this was a score. I paid for all this stuff. He was asking $150. I gave him $170 to hold it for me. So I gave him an extra $20. Fair. He even knew that he had something pretty good, but he just didn't feel like piecing it out. I don't think he even cared, but I don't think he knew how good. I think if he would have looked this one up, when I looked that up, I was shocked. So pretty awesome. And then even all these. A couple of these are $10 hits. A couple of them are $1, $2 hits, but I think everything I have, I counted 52 games. It's gonna come to, you know, $8, $9 average on the games. And then with the systems, you know what I actually did? I forgot to tell you. I did test this and we can get it to work, but you get that stupid blinking light and all that. So I did some reading. They sell a 72 pin attachment that you put in here. You take out the old pin board or whatever it is. You put in a new 72 pin. It was $10 on Amazon. Comes with a screwdriver. And the refurbished ones on eBay that had the new 72 pinner in there, they shot up like $30. So I'm gonna put that in there, and I think that's really gonna improve the sale. But man, this stuff is sick, dude. Half of me really wants to keep some of this stuff, but I don't know. I'll see what it goes for. My roommate's already bugging me to keep shit, so I told him, you know, give me half off rent, and that's yours. Okay, TNs, little abbreviation again, no big deal. Catch you later, and I'll definitely do a follow-up on whatever the sales are and tell you the listings. I put this stuff up maybe 2 hours ago, the good stuff, and already had a couple offers. Did I talk about? Oh yeah, the Final Fight. This one, that's a banger. That's like a $45 game. I listed I think 30, and I'm already getting offers like 20 and stuff. I've been telling them no way though. So if in a week it's still not moved, I might start taking that. I think one of the biggest things I've learned from thrifting, you get to see all this shit in here. You just got to move it, you know. My biggest rule I try to stick to starting out with this, I've only been doing this 6-7 weeks, but I've made a pretty good dollar or side money, and it is kind of fun for me, is that, you know, if you get an offer, take it. You know, I make at least 100% of my money. So if I spend $12, I am making at least $24. I won't accept an offer less than that. Unless it really sits, maybe try to push it, but I'm not at that point yet. And you know, that's pretty much it. I've had a great experience with this so far. I followed a bunch of different YouTube channels for a while about people that do this. My niche definitely is electronics, camping gear, sporting equipment, little knickknacks, you know, basically stuff you can easily look up. And I just know a little bit more about it. I'm trying to tamper into the clothing a little bit. I've had really good luck with ties, which was, I think, a suggestion from, I'm going to butcher some of these names. I need to kind of have a shout out for some of the people that inspired me to this. I know Resell Rabbit, I forget your channel, but it's a man and wife couple. just a lot of cool people out there that give loads of information, and it's totally inspired me to go out there and do it. And I want to say thank you so much, and I will say names later in the video. But I'll give a recap later. Peace out. All right, real quick, I got the names for the boys out there. Raking Profits, one of them. King of Thrift, Rally Roots, and Resell Rabbit. Shout out those people. Great information. Once again, I will tell you what the sales come in through, and keep thrifting. Peace.